I hit the bed last night and I went, huh. We do this every day, and there's no sporting event, no player, there's no nothing, there's no stone left unturned on this station, on this show. This is our lives. We do this on the daily basis. It is very rare that I hit the pillow and go, I had no idea that that's how people feel.
Right?
About sports. There's all kinds of crap that I don't know about how people are feeling and thinking about other stuff.
But we take maybe in our show 4 hours. We might take between 4 and 17 calls. We might read between 12 and 43 texts. We might see between 18 and 54 comments on YouTube. But to have an audience of 150 people and to be able to gauge with the make some noise-ometer, which you were so good at doing yesterday, I was blown away at the crowd reaction, which I think is a thumbnail sketch for how the greater population feels.
Do you all want Draymond Green to leave?
What?
I mean, not all of you. There was a healthy
majority. Yeah,
there was a healthy amount on both sides, but. It sounded like a few more of the people in the building yesterday, and the question was not, do you want to trade him for this player, or do you want him to come back for less? The question was, do you want Draymond Green off this team? And it was an overwhelming amount of people who were boisterous and loud and firm and clear. Their applause was on that idea. We're done. We're done with Draymond Green. The experience is over. I've had enough. I want off this train. And that surprised me.
Yeah, me too. It surprised me because Draymond, and we've talked about this so much, we've beaten this thing into the ground, but Draymond on the negative is exasperating. He's frustrating. He costs you games, but on the positive side, you don't win championships without Draymond Green. And you know that the one player that nobody ever wants to get rid of, Steph Curry, loves Draymond Green as a teammate more than any other player probably that he's ever played with. So I was also surprised with the reaction from the crowd in terms of, who wants him to stay, who wants him gone. It was about 90-10, I think, against.
That feels like a big number to me. There was
80-20?
Well, listen, we're going to play the sound for everybody here in a little bit and let everybody hear what it sounded like, at least in the room. And again, I don't want to overdo it based on 150 people in the room. And if, you had 60%, 62.7%. I don't know. Do we have the sound? Take a listen to this from the room yesterday at the Warriors Summit. What's up, Buon Vino and Walnut Creek? This is what it sounded like. This is something that worked earlier, and now we got an even bigger crowd, obviously. So let's let the crowd weigh in on this, okay? So, by a show of noise, do you want Draymond Green on this team next year? Say yes. Do you want to move on from Draymond Green next year? It's not a massive majority, but it's a majority.
Right.
And for me, it's not even if it's a majority. It could have been 35%, and I would have gone like, I get it. Draymond wears you out. I understand the journey. I've been on it with all of you, and there is all of the good and all of the bad, and the bad is plenty. I mean, this guy may literally have on his resume when this whole thing is done, he is the centerpiece to why Kevin Durant and Jordan Poole don't play basketball here anymore. Like, that may be on his resume. He has stated that it's on his resume. He takes the blame for the championship that was not won, 73-9, getting suspended at the wrong time. All of those things. So I get all of the negative. But, boy, what a rare circumstance when a player that has the resume he has taken everybody as a major piece on a journey that is the best journey we've ever been on with regard to this franchise. Normally fans will overlook everything. Look at Barry Bonds. Are you telling me that he didn't take you on a crappy journey? This guy literally became the face alongside McGuire and Sosa. Let's not leave them out. But he became the face. Balco Labs, you know what that stands for because of Barry Bonds. People are throwing syringes at him on the field at other stadiums. And I know many of you have had negative experiences through the years, even trying to get an autograph from this guy. But all I ever hear is people go, yeah, but. This guy's great. He's the greatest player to ever play. Greatest thing I ever saw. Unbelievable hitter. Okay, sure. And he didn't even win a title. Draymond's got 4 rings on his belt. And it sounds like a lot of you just flat want him gone.
Right. Frustrated by that. And you asked another question later about the Draymond Jordan Poole confab. Can they still play together? And we'll play that sound for you coming up. But I think that is the other piece that is telling, because if people want Draymond gone, that would mean that they probably want Jordan Poole still to be here. And, I don't think that Jordan Poole gives you the same chance to win next year that Draymond Green does. And Steve Kerr told you as much. He told us as much when he came on the show, and he said, I still think that Steph, Clay, and Draymond have enough left in them to still be a championship trio. And if that is the case, and that's going to be the way that the organization goes forward, then other pieces would have to be made in order to try to improve this team going into next year.
888-957-9570. Would love to continue the straw poll on this right now here today, because, again, I don't want to act. Maybe everybody had just had too much Pinot.
Perhaps,
you know what I mean? Like, yeah, you get caught up. It's kind of like what we say about refs when, why do the home teams get all the calls? Well, the refs get caught up in the moment, right? There's a crowd, and okay, we want that foul. All right, you got that foul. And they may not even realize they're doing it.
Well, LeBron didn't get that foul, so your theory is fraudulent in the moment.
Well, it's not always.
Because LeBron wanted that call, but he didn't get that call, and LeBron was at home, and he's a superstar, and yet he didn't get the treatment. But go ahead.
You want me on that call. You need me on that call.
That was a great no call, by the way, by the officials. I'm elite no call.
No issue here. No issue here.
You'll never give him the credit that I'll give him, so I'll just go ahead and give him the credit for everyone.
You know that I
great
think that
no call.
Zach Zarba is a fine-looking man.
Was that double Z's on the call?
No, I don't think so. That's all that. If you want me to say something nice about a ref,
Zach Zarba is a good-looking man.
Outside of that, I really got nothing for these clowns. But anyway, I have no issue with that. But we know that the whistle goes the home team's way more often than not. Why? Human nature. And so maybe there was some of that in the room at Buon Vino yesterday. Is there a little human nature? Is there a little piggybacking off of the opinions in the room? So were they actually just supporting some of their favorite radio hosts as opposed to things that actually matter with the Warriors? I'm not sure. So love to hear from you today, 888-957-9570, especially if you are one of these Warrior fans. Are you flatly ready to say you want Draymond Green off of the team? 888-957-9570. We'll take your calls on that. I just think, when you listen to Steve Kerr's tone when that question comes up, I mean, the tone almost becomes flippant. It becomes someone who's like, well, that's a ridiculous notion.
Yeah. And I think he said, it didn't get picked up by the mics, but he said, that's a stupid question.
That's the stupidest question ever.
I think so.
Is what he said.
Yeah, because that's basically the tone with which he delivered the answer to you. And because you asked him, do they still have what it takes to be championship caliber? And yes. He didn't even let you finish the question.
Right.
Stupidest question ever.
He was mad at you.
Yeah. Well, that's what I do. That's what I do.
Yeah, hard questions.
What I'm saying? I got asked by someone, and I'm not going to reveal this person's name.
Yeah.
After experiencing the Warrior Summit yesterday, he goes, "Hey, does Bonte like you?" And I'm like, "No, don't you know that? No, of course Bonte doesn't like me. Like, yeah, but no, but yeah." But not really.
The correct answer is following a question with the question, which Bonte? TV Bonte.
That's right.
TV Bonte came by the Warrior shop when we were broadcasting live. TV Bonte loved you. He was loving on all of us.
Well, Bonte, no. I know whenever.
Radio Bonte despises Willard.
Well, obviously.
Thank you.
Obviously. Look, every room, there's a limit on how many alphas you can have in a room. That's all I'll say about it.
Right.
No, we've.
And how many alphas were there among the 7 of us?
How many people would you tag as alphas?
I would say.
I mean, everybody's got
you,
an ego.
Bonte, and Joe.
Everybody's got an ego.
And Guru, and that's probably it.
Do you think Guru's alpha energy?
I do, yeah.
You?
I do.
Yeah.
And
I hear what you're saying. I mean, all 7 of us have a little bit of it. All 7 of us have a little bit of it.
In different spots.
A couple of us have too much of it.
I felt like yesterday was not necessarily my time to shine. Like if we were doing like a comedy summit or if we were doing, something in a little bit of a different setting.
Next week, we'll be at the Improv.
Thank you.
Yep.
I was happy.
Dibs gets center stage and a gavel.
I was super happy yesterday to take a step back and let, especially JD, my God, the expertise.
He was great.
And the opinion.
He was fantastic.
JD was great.
Yeah.
I thought everyone was great. Steiny playing his role as curmudgeon, which was pretty hilarious.
Yeah.
Because he actually said it before the summit. He's like, everybody's got a role, and I'm here to play it.
That's right.
And
then he goes, Dallas in 6, and then he went to the bathroom. It's just like, no, I'm sure. You get this question a lot. When there are radio disagreements, people are like, do they like each other?
Sure.
Yeah, Bonte and I like each other just fine.
Right. And I'll say this, all 7 of us don't all show up in the same room if there's genuine dislike for one another.
Right. No, it's not.
That's that's honestly the end of it.
Do we spar? You damn right.
We all do.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And that's what we're doing here. That's all good.